Atiku versus Tinubu in Chicago. Live update from U.S. District Court in Illinois. This one, wow. So this is exactly what happened, what is happening. All Progressive Congress APC presidential candidate Bola Tinubu and People's Democratic Party presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar are both, stressing it out at Illinois court in the U.S. Below is live updates from the U.S. District Court in the state of Illinois, city of Chicago, venue of the suit filed by the PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar against the Chicago State University, seeking to retrieve all relevant documents belonging to the All Progressive Congress APC presidential candidate Bola Tinubu to ascertain the veracity of his claims that he graduated from the institution. The live update were provided by Mr. Jackson Ude, a former presidential candidate to a presidential aide to former President Goodluck Jonathan. Okay, I am live in the city of Chicago, in the state of Illinois. I will be reporting from the U.S. District Court of the Northern Illinois as Atiku Abubakar convinces the judge to order the release of the controversial credentials of Bola Tinubu from the Chicago State University. Court is in session now. Atiku lawyer is arguing before Judge Gilbert that releasing the document would show that the ruling of the PEPT was not proper when evidence shows discrepancies. The judge wants Atiku's lawyer to show why the document should be released. Atiku's lawyer is arguing that he is seeking what the PEPT didn't have at the time of their ruling. Judge Gilbert is asking Kamaike why he thinks that the Supreme Court won't be receptive. Kamaike insisted it will be irrelevant. Bola Tinubu's lawyer, Mr. Christopher Kamaike, did not show up in court. He is calling in. He is arguing that the documents Atiku is seeking for is not relevant. He is saying that procedurally it is wrong for Atiku to be seeking for a document he intends to use at the Supreme Court. Carmichael is telling the judge that the Supreme Court in Nigeria would not be receptive to any document that might be brought forward. The Grammont is arguing that under the Nigerian law, a candidate can be disqualified if he presented a forged certificate. Okay, Atiku's lawyer, Alexander de Grammont, has now been called upon again by Judge Gilbert. The Grammont is telling the judge that the discrepancies in the certificate, the claims by Tinubu that he was never been a U.S. citizen, and other series of inconsistencies, the court should allow the discovery. Judge Gilbert is asking why the certificate issued by the Southwest College is relevant. The Grammont said it is the discrepancy in the age and sex that makes it relevant. Now it's small thing that's smoking it out seriously. Smoking it out seriously. Okay, so these are the again he said that the university has come under severe attack by Nigerians, that the university is now a punching bag. He said CSU certificates are merely ceremonials and that they do not keep copies of certificates issued. The lawyer representing the Chicago State University, Michael Hayes, told Judge Gilbert that the university do not know if the certificate Bola Tinubu presented to INEC is forged or not. He said the university does not keep copies of certificates issued to students. He said the university cannot be liable for any forged document. He said CSU knows nothing about any forged document or false filings by Tinubu. He said the school is ready to cooperate and bring this issue to an end. He said the school has seen all the different certificates but do not know which one was filed with INEC. Judge Gilbert said he might not be able to shorten the time. He said he wants to rule in a Solomonic way so it doesn't call for an appeal by any of the parties. He said 14 days may not be enough, but that he will try. Wow. So Judge Gilbert has announced that he would not rule today because he needs to take his time to review more documents and possibly come up with more questions to all parties. Judge Gilbert is mulling the possibility of uh, cross-examining Bola Tinubu to find out where he for a certificate from, or where he got his certificate from. Ha! Wow. He has now adjourned the proceedings for a later date. Someone say, what is wrong for Papa Tinubu of the APC, who is currently serving as president of Nigeria, to do the needful by publishing the controversial CSU degree in Nigerian newspaper to rest this case? Okay, once and for all. No need for this hide and seek from him. It's causing serious embarrassment to the country. Do they know that embarrassment is coming to the country? They don't care. They're very insensitive to all of that. Tinubu is a criminal. I saw somebody say, yeah, he is disgrace to his tribe. Well, all of these are still allegations for now until proven otherwise by the court of competent jurisdiction. Likewise, the Kurimado, the murderer and kidney harvester, serving 10 years jail term with his wife and Dr. Obinna. Now, wow, they don't plan to fight between Yoruba and Igbo now. Fact check. You guys are comedians. A U.S. court will subpoena the president of another sovereign country to come and answer before it. You better go and study law and stop reading jargons. If he does not show up to defend himself, okay, maybe by his rep, then he should be ready to dance the full beating of U.S. court. Abi, you think say now your corrupt judges, not be your corrupt judges in Nigeria. These ones, they know exactly what they are doing. So let's see, now that the case has been adjourned, let's see when it will come up again. And we just hope that at the end of the day, the purpose will be achieved. Tinubu is the reason why all these things are happening. If he had been honest with his record from beginning and honest with his life and history from beginning, all of this will not be happening. Okay, how can somebody live a life that is so shady from birth to this old age that is even almost 90 years of age, even though he's claiming to be 70 something years? The way he is, you know that this man is almost 90 years of age. He's still not honest with everything about him. How can we continue like this? How can we continue to live our life like this? This is absolutely unfortunate, absolutely very bad, that somebody cannot just be honest for once. How can it be that your birth record, your parents' background, your state of origin, your means of livelihood, your income, your education, your history, everything about you is just fuzzy? Quite unfortunate. God help us in this country. So that is the reason why anywhere you mention his name, people want to be careful. People want to dig out record and confirm. Anywhere you mention Tinubu's name, people want to confirm that what is said about him is true or not true, because of the kind of foundation he has laid for himself and the kind of life he has lived over the years. How can some person, just one person, be like this for life? And he's probably going to die with it because he's not ready to change or repent. He's not ready to undo all those things that he has done before. So thank you for listening. And let's have your comment as he faces the court ruling, that is currently in progress.